Reso, my super D and Z super fans, how are you doing today? I hope you're good and I hope everything is working the way it should work. We're here again with some very important information that is just getting to us, live from the Oni of Ife's Palace. And this information is as such that it will make you happy, it will make you excited, and it will give you more insight and information as to what is happening in the palace of the Oni of Ife. So if you've not subscribed to your channel, I want you right now to subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification button, comment, like, and share. And if there's anything you want to talk about on this channel, let us know. And guess what? We will talk about it. Right. Okay. So the information we got right now that I want to share with you guys is what happened to Oni immediately he came back from seclusion. By the divine orchestration of Oduduwa, the Oni is supposed to go in exclusion, where he's supposed to be with the ancestors to communicate and they give him insight and information as to what is to happen in the palace and what is to happen not just in the palace, but what is to happen to all the Ife kingdom. So during this seclusion period, the Oni is supposed to intercede, he's supposed to listen to the gods, he's supposed to remain very secluded, away from anything uh, that will cause filth, to come into him. And throughout that period, he's supposed to be wearing white, you know. So the Oni actually secluded himself, and when he now returned from seclusion, he was actually supposed to stay another 1 week without coming in contact with a woman. But guess what? These women are always positioning themselves for opportunities that they will hold the Oni accountable. So what now happened was when the Oni came back from seclusion, Olori Tobi Phillips nicodemously positioned herself to the Oni's bedroom. And before you know it, they only had carnal knowledge of Olori Tobi Phillips, which is actually not supposed to take place. Yes, they only now had carnal knowledge. If you know what carnal knowledge is, carnal knowledge means kerewa. There was some kerewa session between the Oni and Toby Phillips. So after this kerewa session, the next day, when the Oni now went to have a meeting with the Ifa priest, it was massively told that there has been some sacrilegious innuendos in his DNA. So when more investigation was now being carried out, it was revealed that the Oni has deposited some powers. If you remember this song, I have the powers. I'm about to release your powers that was sung. Now, Oni has deposited some powers inside of um, Toby Phillips. So they now told Toby Phillips that Toby Phillips needs to return those powers back to the Oni. Ha. Toby Phillips now said this is not possible. That she is nothing on this earth will make her return one single power back to the Oni. That she also needs these powers to live. That she also needs these powers to inhabit. That for how many years now she has been positioning herself to get a little of the power. And wherever power that comes into a person's body sexually, that power is very strong. It takes a very high spiritual man of God to remove those powers. And now putting into the consideration that the Oni does not go to church or he has his own religion makes it more cumbersome. So Toby Phillips has now told them that they should just forget about it. That nothing will make her leave her power that she has gotten because she feels the Oni needs to have his powers back. And the $1 million question everybody is asking now is, Ojaja the second, my majesty, what will make you want to leave the powers you have. Are you not aware that this thing will cause you some misfortune? That you had no right to defile yourself, because to me, that is some elements of defilement. Yes, he now went to defile himself with a strange woman. These strange women can actually, they can go any length just to get what they want. They can go any length just to make sure they bring him down. The only person who has not been able, who has not even been able, who does not have time to want to go to this route to bring the Ooni down is Olori Naomi. Naomi has remained so focused. Since after Naomi left the palace, she concentrated on two things: her ministry and her son. To her, those are the two most important things in her life right now. But the reverse is the case with other Oloris. For other Oloris, all they want is just to fight. All they want is just to cause chaos. All they want is just to see that the Oni comes back and remains in their whims and caprices. But for Naomi, she doesn't do all of that. For Naomi, all she wants is just to remain steadfast with her man, because she feels that this guy is mine and I do not need to overbother or fight myself. But for all those women who just feel entitled, you just need to come and fight for your own. No, fight for your own. You do not need to fight for your own, because what is yours is yours. You see, Naomi has been able to be a very exemplary person in the palace. She has been so exemplary that people still don't understand her. People try to understand the kind of person she is. But guess what? The more they try, the more they fail. And failure is actually going to remain and always be their portion. Now, Toby Phillips has made it clear. She has made it so clear to anybody who cares to listen that this one you are talking about, so you are wasting your time. That me, I'm not coming back to give any power to anybody. So if people finish shouting and talking, you go back to your drawing board. But as for me, these powers that has been deposited in me, I need it too. You see, to me, this is selfishness. To me, this is not sacrosanct at all. To me, this is a situation of laying the cat before the horse. So, in as much as people just tend to disrupt the dimensions of what is happening in the palace, they should still know and understand that the palace of the Oni, the stool of the Oni of Ife, is a sacred stool. And let me tell you, people like this will not last. Yes, people like this who try to take things by force, by power, they should understand and know that they will not last. They'll only strive, they'll only cajole, they'll only put pressure. But guess what? A man's heart is where his treasure lies. And the Oni has made everybody who cares to listen that my heart is in Naomi. And from the look of things, Naomi will actually activate some spirituality, because Naomi is a very spiritual person. So this spirituality level is going to come up in such a way that people cannot understand or know. All right, people, this is where we'll be stopping this video. Thank you so much for being part of our life, and we pray and hope that we'll see you sometime again. From here to us, we want to say bye bye.